everybody. I hope you're enjoying this day in the life so far. I wouldn't call this a normal week, unfortunately, because my family has been super sick all week and my son has been home from daycare. Usually he goes to daycare and I can sort of actually have like a normal life in my house where I can kind of leave the office and come back. This week I've just sort of been stuck in my office because if he sees me or if he will just want to cling on to me and I unfortunately have to work. Obviously I have a caretaker. I have a nanny here to take care of him, but it's just been not a normal week for us in that way. But today he's feeling a little better, so I thought I would film a little day in the life. As you saw, we get ready in the morning and now it's about to be time for me to start working. I obviously can't show you what I'm looking at on all of my screens. So basically, as you can see, I have all my workstations. We're in my office right now. I have 3 different workstations in this room currently. Hopefully that's going to sort of at least just be 2 in the near future. But right now this room is literally just like rimmed with computer monitors. And so it's not my favorite room to be in, but it's getting better. And I'm really hoping that soon I can make it into like a nice girly zen area where I can show you a cute little office tour. But till then, this is what we're working with. I mean, even this chair, so not my aesthetic. It's so gamey. It's giving gamer vibes. And if you know me, that is just not my vibe. But anyways, I'm glad that everyone in my house is on the mend. So we are going to do a day in the life, like I said. I work from home. I work from home like 90% of the time right now, if not more. I'm a radiologist, so I look at images from home all day utilizing these gigantic monitors. I either look at mammograms, ultrasounds, or MRI, essentially all imaging of the breast. I do only breast imaging. Again, right now, that could change in the future. And yeah, I spend my day literally just doing that. I don't mind working from home because I actually have an awesome team. They message me on our PACS. PACS is the software that we use to actually look at the images. So they can instant message me through that. And then obviously we all have phone numbers, like cell phones, so they can call me. They'll message me to talk to doctors who have questions about their patients' imaging. So I'm on the phone a lot of the time. And it's actually like pretty interactive. It's not just a put your headphones on and zone out type of job. It's very much an interactive, hey, check this patient. Is this patient good to go? Can you call this doctor? Can you review this case with me type of thing? So it's very interesting. And we see patients with all sorts of breast complaints. So we get screening exams, so patients that are just coming for their annual breast cancer screening. But we also have patients that come in with breast pain, palpable lump, nipple discharge, so many different complaints that you could possibly have about your breast. We will work all of them up and obviously do the imaging needed. If we need to do a biopsy, we'll recommend that. And then somebody on site will do the biopsy. And I do go on site sometimes to do those biopsies myself. So yeah, it's actually a very interesting job. I enjoy it very much, enough to work for like multiple different hospitals, as you can see by my setup here. But yeah, I think I'll show you a little bit of what's going on in the office in a little while, but for now I'm just going to get to work, so I'll catch up with you all in a little bit. Hey, no rush on this, but I had a question about this case. Something else we do pretty frequently, I forgot to mention earlier, are assessments for implant evaluation. So we will do MRI to check if silicone implants are intact or if they are ruptured. You can have an intracapsular rupture, you can have an extracapsular rupture, and unfortunately with silicone implants, you can't really tell just based on the physical exam. Like saline implants, if they rupture, all the saline will come out and it will totally deflate. It'll just deflate. And we can easily see that on a mammogram. And you'll probably feel it too because your implant has deflated. But silicone implants can be ruptured but still sort of maintain their shape, and you get this like slow leak of the silicone coming out. On mammogram, they are so opaque, and because a lot of the material doesn't come out, you really can't tell in a lot of cases that there is rupture, so you have to get an MRI. So a lot of the MRIs we do are not just for screening or for breast cancer staging, but they are also to look at implants. So I thought that was kind of interesting to share. Wait, this is so cool. I just got a notification that showed my YouTube channel from 4 years ago. And I had 800 subscribers. Oh my gosh, who remembers that banner? I don't know if anybody here remembers that banner. Wow, totally forgot about that. 800, and now I'm almost at 10K. That is very exciting. Wait, that's crazy because my profile picture is my 5 tips for ERAS, and I didn't know my channel was that small when I made that video. One thing I am gonna do before I head downstairs is just figure out my plans for next week. Let's get some light in here also. There we go. See, it's still nighttime. Wake up. I use my Hobonichi Techo or Techo for this. I have a few appointments next week. I have a glucose tolerance test. I like to figure out what I want to eat next week every day, what we're going to eat as a family. And I'm going to do that right now before I get downstairs and I am totally taken over by my child and husband. So let's see. And I make a weekend checklist. So this weekend I need to read some mammograms for the other hospitals that I wasn't working at today. So yes, if you're interested in seeing how I plan our lives, let me know, because I'm basically migrating forward anything I didn't get done this week, which is a lot because it was a totally unanticipated week for me with everybody being home and just not a normal week for us at all. Oh, one thing we need to do is make reservations for Thanksgiving. We're going to Las Vegas, and if you have Rex, let me know. Wow, it's going to be a busy week next week. I have a lot to do. A lot. We'll get back into it. No worries. I'm going to go hang out with the fam, and I'll catch up with you all a little later.
Good night.
Good night. Time for me to edit my vlog and read memos.
Yeah, I think so.